Okay, today we're going to style our website with a set of code called CSS. That's the type of code we use to make things look pretty. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and add an image to our HTML. That's the first thing because we didn't add a picture before. I want to give us enough time to explain how to add an image. So first I'm going to find an image on the internet of something that relates to my list. So mine was a list of books. So I'm going to look up language of flowers book. If you did candy, find a picture of one of the candies. This is the book I want. I'm going to right click, save image as. Okay. Oh, that's not it. Make sure it saves as a PNG or a JPEG. Mine didn't, so I'm going to click on another one and see. This is a JPEG. That's good. So flowers. On my desktop, I'm saving. Save. Okay. So I'm going to come into my project, right down here after our button, and I am going to go to add image at the top, upload. I'm going to go where that file is stored. Okay. And I'm going to X out. It should pop up over on my left-hand side. Here it is. I'm going to go below it in red. There should be some HTML code. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to come back to my project, the index, and I'm going to paste what I just copied right there. And that large picture, it's fine. Don't worry about the size. It should appear right below. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is switch over to a different document. We're going to come over here to the Style tab on the left-hand side. We're going to delete everything that's there, and we're going to start on line 1. I'm going to start with the word body, and then I'm going to use the open braces, which is the key right next to your P, like shift and that key, and hit enter so that the closed one, the opposite one, is a few lines down. We're going to then type the word background, and if it comes up, you can click on it and choose it, and a colon. And now we're going to choose a color from our picture. So go back to your picture and copy one of these colors that you liked from the picture. So I'm going to use that number, the dark green, copy it, come back to style, paste it, and add a semicolon. I'm then going to choose color as my next word, color. And again, you can hit enter so that it puts the colon there for you. I'm going to come back to my picture, choose one of the colors from my picture for the color of all my font on my website. So I'm going to choose the goldenrod, coming back to my style, pasting, semicolon. Okay. Then I'm going to come in and type font family. And again, I can choose it, and I can choose one of the ones from the drop-down menu that I like. I'm going to choose cursive. Okay. That's it for that one. So I'm going to come down to where the close is and hit enter so that I'm below it. And I'm going to type the next one, which is H1. Open. A couple enters. This one is going to get font size and color. For font size, remember it's all lowercase too. For font size, pick something for your main heading that is above, I believe, like 75 pixels, 75 px, and hit the semicolon. For color, again, go to your styles of your photo and choose one of the colors, copy, come back to your thing, paste. There you go. Oop, Swept didn't put a semicolon, semicolon. That's all for the H1. Coming down below the H1, I'm going to do the image now, IMG, open braces, again, enters. I'm going to choose width first. Oop. Choose something like, you can see what it does to your book or whatever it is. I chose 300 pixels. If I want it smaller, I can make it 100 pixels. Okay. Then I'm going to type the next one, which is border. And I'm going to set that to solid, 5 pixels. And I need a color, so I'm going to come into my flowers picture again, and I'm going to choose maybe the brown, one of the colors. You can repeat color if you want one of the colors you've already used, or if you want like something like maybe I want white so it stands out. I can type in the word white, okay, or black, depending on what you want. If I don't like how many pixels I chose, I can make it bigger, white there, 8 pixels, border. And then the next one is border radius. Okay. And I'm going to choose something like 25 pixels to curl the edges of the border. And that's the last one for image. Next, not many more left. I'm going to choose H2, open braces. I'm going to write font size again. This one I'm going to choose to make a little bigger. So I'm going to choose 50 pixels. Okay. And that's all that I need for that one. Okay. Next one is going to be the OL, my list. Again, this one is just getting font size as well. And this one is going to be 25 pixels. Okay. And then again, the next one is going to be the H4. Oop. Make sure you're always on the outside. H4, font size, 25 pixels maybe, or 50 pixels. Maybe make it the same as my other one. Depending on what you like, you can play around with the numbers. They don't have to be the same as my numbers. And then I'm going to change the input. Okay, we're almost done. Input is going to have padding, 10 px, semicolon. It's also going to have a margin at the bottom, so margin bottom of 200 pixels, semicolon. That's it for input. And then button, we have to give it the same amount of padding, so padding 10 px, and we want to give it a background color, so we're going to do background. And again, come up to your picture and choose one of your colors. I'm going to use that brown that I haven't used. Copy, come back to my style, paste it, and a semicolon. Now when I look at my website, something is not working because I see something is not good. There's padding, margin bottom. My button one is not working. Oh, I didn't have a semicolon. There we go. I'm like, okay. So I have that. Nice. I'm actually going to move where my picture is. I don't like it sitting right next to there. So I'm going to move my picture, copy your picture code. Let's put it right under the H4. That'll look better. Okay. And then what is your favorite book? And that should say, what's is missing? The placeholder on that. Okay, that should say type your answer here. And this is what our website should look like. To turn it in, what you're going to do is come up to the share button, copy link to project. Okay. And then you are going to paste that link in the Schoology discussion board. So you would paste it just like that and hit enter so that Ms. Watts can go to your project. Okay. And if you have any questions, feel free to come see me.